As the turbulence in the markets continue, new targets are revealing themselves, and some of them have pretty potent demands. Of course, it isn't our best practice to mind our risk management and maintain protective during high volatility, but it's also good practice to observe the markets during these times. Welcome back to the channel on the sunny Sunday. This is Arca, and let's dive into ticker symbol AMC. Let's kill 'em, team. What is up, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. Please do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, do everything necessary to get this thing to live long, thrive, and survive. Let's go ahead and dive into ticker symbol AMC on the daily time frame here, guys. I got something to show you. You know what? Maybe we can go ahead and do the less boring thing later. I'm going to go ahead and start off with formation analysis, right? Because sometimes the psychology plays a little heavier into price action and into the viewership of the content, right? So we have AMC on the daily even still, and I'm observing here the potential building of what could be a bullish formation. This is an ascending triangle, right? Over its time, a lot of people have noticed that there has been a shift from this to being bullish into bearish into bullish, right? Of course, we're around the times where this formation has proven to be bullish after a downtrend, okay? So this is your downside, right? And now this is the price conversion, and usually we are set to break to the upside based on the completion of this formation. I will say, though, that there is some time to complete this formation. Now, while the formation is being built, you know what? Yeah, we're around here at 40%. Maybe even 35% to the apex of the triangle, which also kind of, you know what, I'll tell you like this, 65 to 75% to the apex of the triangle is usually when these triangles break out, right? Or the triangle family formation. So that's not for some time here. It would honestly be around, mid-September to around maybe the beginnings of October. Or actually, yeah, I would say mid to late September would be roughly when this can break out, right? But that doesn't mean it happens like that every single time. In fact, there have been plenty of triangles where they break out or down prematurely, and it actually happens more often than not. Okay, so with that said, I want to just go ahead and identify some bottom side targets first, right? And I do believe I have some located right about here, so check this out. This area here that I'm pointing at on this pink line, right? That's 466. It is confluent to a gap that's located right here on the daily time frame, right between the candles of Friday, May 31st, and the next candle being Monday, June 3rd. The low of that June 3rd is around 464. You know, we're looking at 466 there, right? And the gap bottom would be somewhere between the areas of about 438 to 433. Now, one more thing. Check this out right here, right? There is another potential gap between these two candles right there, right? How curious. We have that bottom side actually where the gap officially starts is 464, but we're at 466. And I mean, many other signals too during its time, right? We have supports there, we have resistances there, opening and closing bodies there. It's all kinds of support that we're facing here at the 466, 464 area, right? It is also very much near our inflection point, right? Our local inflection, I will say that it would be located right about here at $4.54. So we got to keep that in mind as well, right? In fact, we can just go ahead and kind of draw it in like this here, right? We'll just make our range just like this and get rid of these pink lines on the top and the bottom. We got the arrows getting rid of those too. And there we go, right? So this would be an incredible zone for price action to reject. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to go all the way down here. Of course it can, but I also have to remind you about that formation, right? The formation that we're observing. These targets, let's mark them off with receipts. This is how we're going to connect the formation analysis to the technicals, right? So check this out. The technicals are here on the targets, 465 to 434, 454 in between. What about the bottom inflection, or the bottom regression of that triangle? Is it within 465 to 434? Well, let's just go ahead and see. If we went one day down, 2 day down, what would that be? There you go. Look at that. $4.65. What do you know? So it is marking off the very, very bottom side of this ascending triangle even still, right? That's what we do as far as trading is concerned. We definitely look for that confluence. We look for rhyming targets. We look for all kinds of similarities in order for us to justify some type of support. That doesn't mean it's going to happen. I'm just telling you that that is kind of what I'm observing here, right? So now to move this along, I have something else to show you too, right? Let's go ahead and pop open here the RSI indicator, right? So just like this, I want you to be aware, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and dim this down just a little bit so that you're able to kind of not pay attention to this as much for now, because it's not to say that it's not important. It's just to tell you that it's just, you know, for now, let's just kind of dim it down. Okay. Now, if we're talking about, even if we're talking about 465 top, anywhere here, anywhere in this box, 434 to 465, if we, you know, bounce from here, 434, that's all good. If we bounce from here, 465, all good. What that's going to do is that it's going to send price action or the signal of price action on the RSI down a little bit, right? We would be approaching the gravitational zone. Usually price action tends to bounce from areas like this, like right around here. Right when we enter that gravitational zone, price tends to bounce, right? So if that's the case, I'm thinking I'm correlating it to the demand zone as well. So that means that while momentum is creating from this pivot here, which is this candle low, to this pivot down here, which would be this next few candles or a couple candles high, it would be a new higher low, then we're creating a divergent drive, right? So this would be a drive of hidden bullish divergence on a daily chart. So that gives us a very good signal that price action may be approaching some floor or some type of something, which also matches the bottom side of our triangle. Guys, this is incredible. All right, I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm not saying that's the bounce and it's going to happen right there, but I'm just saying that there are higher probabilities for that to happen too. Okay, you guys, the reason why I know this is because I am a stock trading instructor. Get in touch with me. ArcMastersCourse at Gmail as the 45 students that we just had here for the beginner's crash course of trading and charting is coming to an end. We will be starting the new crash course for the beginners again in about 3 weeks. I want you to stop making excuses. Make sure to change that direction in your trading career. Let's get those portfolios right. Reach out to me at ArcMastersCourse at gmail.com and I'll go ahead and send you everything pertinent to that course. Okay, you guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I want you to also consider joining the Arca Bulls trading team, where we are trading the financial assets here live in person. No signals, none of that. Trading it live, seeing the execution happen, seeing it completely take profit, whatever the case may be. That is what we're doing live. Make sure to come on by, hit those links on the left so that you can join the Arca Bulls trading team today. Join a massive team. Okay, you guys, thank you everybody for coming on out. I thank you. I'm going to go ahead and do a live stream tonight. So heads up on that potential as well. Okay, team. I think this is a pretty good place to leave off. You know where to reach me. And yeah, but I appreciate everybody. Let's do this damn thing. Please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever. Ever, 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 ever. I need you to do your own due diligence and everything will be cool. But with that said, team, I wish you well a very, very good rest of your night and or day. And I will catch you at the bell mañana. Adios.